What's up, everybody? Back after I guess, long overdue hiatus, I suppose you could say. Haven't made one of these videos in a while. Haven't really had much to talk about, to be honest with you. There's no free agency. Nothing's going on with this lockout business, which needs to end. I mean, if they can't figure out how to split up $9 billion, there's just way too much money on the line for anybody for this season not to happen. I mean, I don't really want to go off on a lockout tangent. I don't see how the players can reasonably fight the owners. And some of you might have different opinions, but at the end of the day, the owners still have all their money. Sure, they're not going to be making a substantial amount off their football team, but most of them have already had their millions invested somewhere else, and it's coming from somewhere else. So they're really, I think they have more of the power the deeper this thing goes, because the players don't get paid if they don't play. And I don't think NFL players are all that financially smart, so to say. Sure, I'm sure some of them are, but I'm sure there's some that definitely aren't. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the Bills and the schedule that just came out. Obviously, the draft coming up in about a week. I'll make a video for that too, don't worry. Hopefully pre and post, we'll see. But just keep it locked. Anyway, the schedule just came out, and I feel like some people are freaking out because, oh my God, our schedule's so hard, or something we knew who we were playing. We knew. This information is not new. This information has been out for a long time. Since the season ended, actually. This information has been out. I can tell you 14 teams, as long as the game stays a 16-game season, I can tell you 14 teams the Bills will play every year. Every year. For the next ever. As long as they keep this format. It's not difficult. They just alternate divisions. They just rotate divisions. And then you play two teams who had finished in the same position as you in the AFC and other AFC divisions, in the divisions that you don't play. It's not complicated. It's actually pretty simple. Who did we play last year? We played the NFC North. In the year before that, we played the NFC South. And we play the East this year. So next year, we're going to play the Rams, the Cardinals, the 49ers, and the Seahawks. And since the Seahawks and the 49ers were here last time, we'll be at Seattle, at San Francisco, and that means the Rams and the Cardinals will come here. It's that simple. So don't, make it all complicated like the schedule is a big secret. The only thing that's a big secret is when we're going to play. So that's why it's exciting for it to come out. So I'm not freaking out about this schedule, even though supposedly we have the second hardest schedule in the league, based on last year's records. You know what? I'm looking at it right now, and I don't think it's as difficult as second hardest in the league. There are teams that will surprise people. There are teams that will falter. The Bills might be one of those teams that surprise somebody. The Patriots might falter. Who knows? Probably not. But a guy can hope. And I'm looking at it now. You got Bills and Chiefs to open it up. That's not easy. Go to Arrowhead on opening day. But we almost beat them last year. Again, once the draft comes and goes, and maybe free agency gets jump-started, get a better read on this. But I don't see any reason. I'm not looking at the schedule and thinking, wow, the Bills can definitely not win that game. There were a couple last year that I didn't think the Bills would win. Like at Green Bay week 2. We didn't stand a chance. There's no doubt in my mind we were going to lose that game. But Bills and Chiefs, I don't see why we can't win that game. Then you get 2 at home, Raiders at Bills. I guess Patriots. I guess that's the one you're like, that's out. Might as well just start 0-2 every year. not going to say we're never going to beat them because it'll happen. And it'll be a great day. But I don't know if this is the year. Starting off the season against two AFC West opponents. You got the Chiefs, as I said, and the Raiders, as I said. Try to split those, right? I guess. Obviously, you want to win them both. I wouldn't be upset with a split. You know, you go Patriots, okay, maybe that's a loss. And then Bengals, who they just need to beat. So the Bills are 2-2 after week 4. I mean, who's complaining? I'll take that. I guess that's what they got to shoot for. Anything less is obviously trouble. I want to be 1-3. I can't take another 0-8 start or whatnot. But so let's say they're 2-2 after week 4, then they get the Eagles, tough. You know, at home, but tough. Then at the Giants, they might. I want them to steal one of those. I don't see why they can't. Oh, Michael Vick. Madden cover, bro, yeah. Who cares? I'm so sick of that team. Just a bunch of thugs. Giants, just the most overrated team every year. Next to the Cowboys. Next to that division. So overrated. But, I don't know if the Bills will beat them on the road. Hopefully I'm going to go to that game. Got it in with some people in the Giants organization, I think. And if you're watching this, you know who you are. And you better get me at that game. But let's say, for the sake of it, I don't want to say the Bills are going to lose both those games. But they might. And they probably will. So that, I mean, they fall at 2-4 going into the bye. Look, we're not expecting playoffs. Are we expecting playoffs? Yeah, actually, you know what? I expect them to go 16-0 right now. That's just the way it is. Because I don't ever expect them to lose. I never sit down and watch a game and like, wow, the Bills stand no chance in this game. Except last year at Green Bay. That was the only one I really had no idea. But then when Fred Jackson scored and made it, what was it, 10-7 or something like that? I thought they were going to win. It's just the way it is. I just can't have that mentality. So let's say they're 2-4. At the bye, Redskins in Toronto. If they don't, come on, we gotta win one of these Toronto games. These are just getting really annoying. We gotta win one of these things. Not so much for the Toronto. I could care less for the whole Toronto, whatever. I just want to win, especially against the Redskins. So I mean, you get back to 3-4, you're okay. The Jets, we gotta at least split with the Jets this year. Gotta. So sick of those guys. But they demolished us twice last year. Those were bad losses. But I'm going to say we're going to split with the Jets. And we're going to split with the Dolphins, too. So, 2-4 in the division. Alright. At Dallas. I'd give us a chance. But I don't think anybody else does. Depends on if Tony Romo's there. He probably will be. So, let's say they're 4-4. Let's say, okay, I'm going to say they lose to the Cowboys. Because it's on the road. The Cowboys' offense is just too good for our pathetic defense as it is right now. Split with the Dolphins, split with the Jets. So, let's see, 4-5, 5-6 or so. Titans, better beat them. You know what? This schedule is turning out to be better. 6-6. I'm looking at a 6-6 right now. Of course, that's a loss. So 6-8. Oh man, did I just come up with 7-9 again? I'm gonna say I lose at San Diego. Hopefully, beat the Broncos at home. Man, did I just come up with 7-9 again? That's tough. But it's improvement, right? We'll know more as the draft comes on. Right now, naked eye, I'm saying 7-9 for the Bills. That's just, feel free, comment, leave your opinion, whatnot. Interested to hear it. So, guys, enjoy, get ready for the draft. It's going to be a good time. And that video's coming up, so go Bills.